video, we'll go through scheduling a patient, creating a chart note, followed by creating an insurance HCFA form, and then also a super bill for the patient. We'll start with scheduling the patient. So patient calls in, office staff will click, drag, select the practitioner, search for the patient, and if we know which service the patient might be coming in for, if applicable room, we'll also indicate the type of appointment and if we need to change the location. And we can send a reminder email right away, and this email can be configured in the settings page. Here you will also notice that we have a link for the intake form, and that will allow the patient to fill up the intake forms before they show up for the consult. Modify and send. Once the email goes out, the next step is when the patient shows up for the appointment, office staff can make sure by looking at the profile, all the profile details are up to date, insurance information and payment details are up to date. They can also check on any documents that may need to be uploaded on the patient file that can be uploaded, images, PDF, Word documents, and we can also categorize the type of the document. Once the practitioner is ready, practitioner can go in and create an initial chart note or a follow-up chart note. Both can be configured in the settings page. And here the practitioner can refer the document list that are uploaded for this patient, and also if they have created consults before consults are available. And these chart notes can be easily traversed by clicking on previous or next. Practitioners can also import data from a previous chart note. Once that's done, if the patient has submitted an online form, that will be available here, and by clicking on import, we can see that the data from the online submission is imported. So in this chart note, I will fill in few details. So subjective notes, for example, I can import from a previous chart note. So close. I also have an option to import data from either templates. They have standard SOAP templates and also the standard templates that allow to pick and choose items from the standard templates. And I can also import from previous chart note. So for this demo purpose, I will go and add in a diagnosis code. And also add in a supplement or two for this patient. 2 for lunch. I can also import from previous consult, and we also have an option to manage protocols in the system. Once that's done, if there are any procedures done on the patient, that can also be indicated here. So this is useful for creating the HCFA form and the super bills. So once this is done, practitioner can complete the chart note. Once the chart note is complete, the front office can create a insurance form if the patient has insurance by clicking on form 1500. And you'll notice that payer ID, the dates, diagnosis code, the CPT code, charges for the CPT code, which are also can be configured under the settings page. All that information is coming in here. The only thing that we need to input is the diagnosis pointers, and all the other details are coming in. We can also indicate the copay and save or submit the claim. This submission will submit the claim to our clearinghouse. Once that's done, We can also create the super bill for the patient, and you'll notice that it brings in the diagnosis code, the CPT codes, and also the supplements. And it will also bring in the amount of dollars that are submitted for the insurance claim. And if the patient is paying by card, you can indicate it here. And we can also take online payment. Once that's done, if the patient wants, we can also create a follow-up appointment, and we can also look at the details or the summary for the patient on the patient dashboard. So for this patient, it shows the visits, if we have created super bills, super bill charges, payments, and current status. And you can see details around submitted intake forms, custom questionnaires, and all other details for the patient.